Hello everyone, it's Becky here and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another tag video. I thought that I will take a little break from all the tag videos because I've been doing them quite a lot recently, but so that happens that lovely Sandy from Miss Reads a Lot created her first original tag and she was so kind that she tagged me to do it, so I really wanted to do it as soon as possible. And the tag I'm going to do today is called 1001 Books tag, and it was based on the 1001 books you need to read before you die list, which is the list Sandy has been following for several years now, which is very interesting. So without further ado, I will just go and tackle the prompts. So the first one says 1001 lists. Do you follow any book list? No, I don't actually, because since I'm quite new to all these like booktubes and read-alongs and reading challenge, I haven't tried any book list yet, but for now I've been only participating in things such as, for example, Jane Austen July or Nonfiction November, which I've been really enjoying, but I haven't done any lists yet. 1001 books. Approximately how many physical books do you currently own? How many ebooks? Well, I did my homework for this tag and I actually counted that I have over 130 books, like physical books in my library, but I did not count all the ebooks I have because recently I've been reading quite a lot of ebooks, so I really do have a lot of them. Okay, 1001 books read. Approximately how many books have you read in your lifetime? Do you keep a track? I have no idea, honestly, but I think that it might not be as many as some people would think, because although I always like to read, as a kid I used to prefer watching movies, for example, so I did not read as much when I was, for example, in high school or primary school, but recently I've been tracking my readings through the reading journal, which a couple of you seen in my other videos, and I must say that I really enjoy doing it, but I started with this the minute I started this channel. Basically, my first video was creating a reading journal, and since that moment I've been tracking my reading, but not before. 1001 Arabian Nights. Have you read any stories from the Arabian Nights? Do you have a favorite? If you haven't read it, do you want to? Right, so I have not read it yet, but I have this absolutely gorgeous book, which I'm hoping to show you a couple more shots from it, because it's from 1958, so it's a really old one. I took it from my godmother's house when she was leaving the whole house and she was moving to a smaller place, and she has so many like old books there, which I really love, but it has illustrations like this. So really wonderful. Let me find some more. Okay, for example, this one. So I really do love it. It's in Slovak, but I still haven't read it. It's quite chunky, but I mean, yeah, Arabian Nights, there is a lot of stories, over 1000. So I have not read it yet, but I would really like to at some point. 1001 flavors. Do you have a favorite food or flavor? Anything sweet, honestly. I'm such a sweet tooth, and ice cream and all these sort of things, and chocolate and cakes and yeah, sweet stuff. Okay, 1001 pages. Have you read a book that is over? I don't think I did, honestly. I don't think I read a book which is over 1000 pages. I read a couple of them which were around 800s, but not 1000. Okay, 1001 pages. Is there one that you recommend and is worth the time? What is the longest book you have read? Well, probably, as I said a couple times before, this one, my lovely favorite, the best book ever, Three Musketeers, which is approximately, I think, was it like 700 pages? Yeah, approximately 700 pages, and I read it several times. And then I read books which are approximately over 500, but I'm not very much into reading like these chunky books, because I must say that it's one thing that kind of makes me nervous. If there is a book which has so many pages, I'm like, I'm not quite sure if I want to read you, so I did not read any of those. 1001 buckets. Do you have a non-bookish bucket list? What is one thing on the list? Road trip through Scotland, because although I did study in Scotland for over 4 years and I spent all the time there, I actually seen so little from the country, and I really would love to see the Highlands, and yeah, road trip through Scotland, that's one of my biggest wishes right now. 1001 authors. Do you have a favorite author or a genre? I mean, there we go, Alexandra Dima, but then also Daphne du Maurier and all the books from her. For example, I took them here actually. Frenchman's Creek is one of my favorites, and then Rebecca, so these two books from her, but basically anything she writes. And I think when it comes to genre, I really do love reading memoirs and autobiographies, but also historical fictions, or yeah, recently I started a little bit with fantasy, but I'm still very new to it. I read maybe like 2 or 3 books this year, but maybe slowly I'm making my way to the fantasy. 1001 activities. Do you have a favorite outdoor activity? I really love to spend time outside, especially for example during summer and then during the autumn. We have wonderful autumn this year, and you could see it in my previous video which I did. We had such a lovely colors, and I was very happy with this because recent years it's been really about having summer and then 2 days later boom and all the leaves were gone, no colors, and it was just 10 degrees or less. So this year we really had lovely autumn, and I would say one of the favorite activities would be taking pictures outside. I really do love to do it. 1001 book clubs. Not a prompt but a question for the comments. Should I start a 1001 book club with a book a month for a read along? I mean, yeah, definitely I should, and I was thinking about joining the 1001 book club, so I probably will. And the final one is tag some friends. So I really tried to find at least 10 accounts who I could find, but I know that Sandy also tagged quite a lot of people, and then those people already did tag and they did tag other people, so it might be that you already been tagged to do this, but anyway, I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna say these 10 channels. So it's going to be Bibbidi Bobbidi Books, Danish Readaholic, Bookish Gems, Gems of Books, Inking Your Thinking, Jessie the Sleeping Koala, Mika's Chamber, Book In with Deborah, and Billy Bonsai. So you lovely people, if you haven't done this tag, please do it because I would love to see it, and if you already did or are you about to do because you've been tagged by someone else, I'm still very excited to hear your answers. So that's it. Thank you very much, Sandy, for creating this tag and for tagging me. Really great questions, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you with another one very soon. And I'm also planning to do finally my wrap up, so it will be a little bit different video on Saturday other than tags, so you can be excited for that one. So see you there. Bye!